Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Celebs Daily. In today's video, I decided to talk about a topic that is quite controversial, which is pretty privilege. So, in this video, I decided to make some examples of celebrities that people associate with pretty privilege. So before starting this video, please like and subscribe, it will help a lot the channel. If you're familiar with YouTube, you know that it's quite difficult now to grow a platform. You know, the algorithm is kind of complicated, so if you do this, it will help me a lot. Thank you. So let's start by saying what is pretty privilege. Pretty privilege is when a person has more opportunities and becomes more successful in life because of how attractive they are. And I said that it's a controversial topic because some people believe that this privilege exists and others don't believe in it. So as I said, I will do some examples, and the first one is the rapper Saweetie. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced the name. So Saweetie is a well-known rapper. She became famous mainstream when she released her song Icy Girl. And she's quite famous also because of her appearance. She's a really beautiful woman. But recently, people are talking about her, especially after her performance on CNL. As you probably know, as an artist, if you perform at CNL, that means that you kinda made it in the industry. So, you reached a great point in your career. The problem is that the performance wasn't that great. She was getting out of breath, she couldn't rap and dance at the same time. I gotta admit that it wasn't the best performance I ever seen. So, the thing is that people are saying that Saweetie became famous just because she's pretty. And in one hand, I gotta admit that it's kinda true. Saweetie started her career on social media, especially because she's a really beautiful woman. But I feel like, yeah, she's beautiful, but she also is trying to make it work in the music industry. Recently in an interview, she said that pretty privilege had made things more difficult for her. So I kinda see where she's coming from. Yes, it made her famous being beautiful, but the problem is that people are only seeing that in her. And maybe she has a passion for music. Yes, it's not the best music ever. She's not a Nicki Minaj or a Missy Elliott when it comes to rap, but at least she's trying. But yeah, she's kinda the product of pretty privilege. People made her famous because she's a beautiful woman. Another example, always in the music industry, is Madison Beer. She's a singer and she became famous after Justin Bieber kinda made her famous on Twitter. It's a whole thing behind her career that I'm not going to get into this right now. But at the moment, she's one of the hottest girls in the industry. The thing is that people are only seeing that, they're not seeing her music, and I gotta admit she's really talented. She's quite controversial. For example, she lies about getting work done, while she clearly had some work done when it comes to fillers and plastic surgery. But at the same time, we gotta admit that this girl has some talent, but people are not really seeing it. Her music isn't mainstream. She does her views and she's good on Spotify and all of that, but she's not really famous because people are only seeing how beautiful she is. I noticed on Instagram and Twitter and all social media that people, when they mention Madison Beer, they mention how beautiful she is on red carpet and other events. With this example and the Saweetie example, you gotta see that people are only watching how these women look and not what they're trying to do when it comes to their career. Yes, in the case of Saweetie, isn't the best music ever, but at least she's trying, but people aren't really seeing that, sadly. I saw some comments on the Shade Room and they aren't that good. Some comments can be really mean. The last person we're gonna talk about is Harvey. So here the thing is a little bit different. Harvey likes pretty privilege. I feel like she likes it, but let me explain. So let me ask you, what do you know about this girl? Besides that she's Steve Harvey's daughter, she has dated a bunch of men in the industry. Right now she's dating Michael B. Jordan, and she's drop dead gorgeous. What do you know about this girl? Not much. And the thing is that on social media people are talking about her because she's beautiful and that all these powerful men want her. She's dated Future, other rappers like Diddy, And now she's dating Michael B. Jordan, one of the sexiest men alive. So in my opinion is that Lori Harvey is conscious about the fact that she's beautiful and she's using this to have a career in Hollywood. And I respect that. I would do the same. If I gotta be honest, if I looked like Lori Harvey, I would do the same and have a bomb-ass career. But the thing is that now she's launching her skincare line and people, yes, talked about it, but not so much. Because they're more focused on her appearance and who she's dating. One example is that recently she was at the Miss Universe contest. Her father was presenting the contest, and if I'm not wrong, she was the judge or something like that. And she was gorgeous and everybody was pointing out how beautiful she is and how she could have easily competed against all the girls in the competition. And she can be associated to pretty privilege. At the end of the day, she's famous because she's beautiful. Yes, she's also famous because she's Steve Harvey's daughter and because of who she has dated. But you gotta admit that sis is beautiful and she's famous for it. So yeah, with this video, I'm trying to explain that in my opinion, pretty privilege, yes, exists, but it can be good and bad at the same time. Like the example that I mentioned before, some people will only take in consideration your look and not your actual talent, which is quite sad if you think about it. Yes, some people can be beautiful, but they are not just that. There is more of a person. We don't have to look only about what we see outside, but also in the inside. Yeah, no, we have heard this everywhere, but it's the truth. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you think that pretty privilege exists or not, and what's your opinion about it. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys next time. Bye!